makeshift inspection because Atomic decided to like whatever, for some reason he kicked the bucket like half an hour before this. So we're trying to like lock in and organize things and yada yada yada. It's low key clusterfuck, but it's whatever. We can really do. We rallied around, how many was this? I can't really count. I know that it says 87 in the bottom left. So about 87. I know we had like a higher number earlier, but it's whatever. I'm glad you guys did all the 10 though. It's solid numbers for a random 6 EST on a Saturday. Yeah, I know we have some other
Train Hunter, fix the information.
Say again.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, no, you're good. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to go over? Because Atomic left me a giant nothing burger. Let's see. What do we have that we could possibly talk about right now? Well,
we beat the shit out of Surge yesterday.
Oh,
we obliterated them.
Yeah,
a bunch of fucking noob clanners obliterated the Rothschilds of clanning.
Man, you'd have to talk about that, dude, because I have no idea what. I wasn't even there.
Apart from that, like, performance of the division in terms of raids, in terms of rallies, even though our rally right now isn't the same as 1ND for some reason. Guess it's because the entirety of the command structure somehow just pulled up to that. Maybe because it was earlier. Probably because it was earlier, actually. Anyways.
Okay, so, but no,
performance of you guys has been incredibly satisfactory. Satisfactory is an understatement. You guys have done amazing for a division that's just starting out. And it is in the lore that we're like supposedly the flag bearers, but you guys back that up like crazy. Like yesterday, first of all, we defended Surge in our map with numbers they named, and then we pulled up to bombardment, something that we have not been able to beat as 3ND. And we turned a 600-point loss into a 141, I think, point victory in the middle of the match, just with 3ND normals, just with you guys and 5NSO. And a couple of 5NSO people were in Surge, so it was like mostly 3ND normals. A lot of infantrymen. Like, do you know how much we understate shit? But like, you guys killed them just purely through locking in, putting it all out there, responding to the pushes, holding the points that we wanted you to hold, and listening to people and like carrying out your fucking job with like discipline is a weird word to use when it's fucking Roblox, but yeah, bro. Like you guys locked the fuck in that raid. It went with tactics, but it did work. And you guys had the skill to back it up. The ticket system was based off kills and points held, meaning that by the end, we won based off of kills multiplied by the points we held. So, you guys had the skill to back that up.
Another thing I will touch up on is that I've noticed recently. You guys can definitely back me up for this, by the way. The amount of we're having a lot of trainings on our maps, right? So I'm expecting, because we are training on our maps so much, because we're having all these DTs in, because we're having all this stuff get forced out, I want to keep this like reputation of specifically 3D. I don't really care about any other division right now. I'm talking specifically about us. I want us to keep this competitive nature we have. I like the fact that we want to look like we are literally the fucking spear. We are the tip of the spear. We are like the head of the aristocracy, basically. We are the lead division. We're supposed to set an example for all the other divisions. Now, speaking of that, I want you guys You guys are doing fine right now. You guys are doing amazing combat-wise. You're doing amazing in DTs. You're doing amazing in raids. We haven't lost a raid yet, which is incredible. I'm really glad you guys are just kicking ass like hard. I love to see this. But do remember, I'm hearing things of like, now I'm also at fault for this. I do like to talk a lot. I'm reckless with the things I say. But regardless of that, I think that whatever we do is we simply use what we play, use our skill to talk instead of saying other things to other people, whether it be in Discord, whether it be you're chatting to other people in game, you're talking shit. Let's not do that because that just stains our reputation and it also stains the entire Shadocracy's reputation. It's also not a good look because, let's be real, nobody wants to see us and think, oh, these dudes are assholes, I don't want to play with them. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody that's like come on, let's lock in. We want to actually have a chance to talk to our peers. We want to be friends with our peers. We want to have a chance to actually raid other people and just have them not raid, like fucking deny us or some shit. We want to lock in. We want to be allies. We want to be cool. We want to set an example, right? Aside from that, what else is there for really me to touch up on? Honestly, I don't really have too much because I think we are doing just fine right now. I mean, dude, look at us. We're all in our uniforms. We all look good. We all play good. We all perform well. So really, I don't have too much to say on. I think that obviously when we were setting up for this rally, we do have like a little retard like brain inside of us to like, you know, be idiots. But I think that's fine. It's an inspection. I'm not really gonna touch too much upon it. We're gonna get better, obviously. Hopefully we can set things up quicker. I noticed that we didn't have any of our like, you guys can just look on the floor. There's no like spaces or whatever. There's no spots. There's no like shit for you to line up at. We're kind of just doing this on the fly. Hopefully the next time we do this, it will not be on the fly. We actually schedule this right and we have Atomic not die on me 30 minutes before an inspection. So that would be nice. Division wise, for like subgroups, divisions, subdivisions within 3D. For the love of God, and I ask you this because I do lead 3NSB, but Koi leads all of the Armored Corps. For the love of everything, do not ask us or DM us when a trial is gonna happen. I will like actually just smite you, bro. Don't do it. I'll straight up like teleport to you and rip your head off. Okay? Please, don't do that. We're probably like capped right now, honestly, for NAC, so don't be annoying with it, alright? I heard that for 5 minutes sub, dude, but you said that Rangers got approved, didn't they?
Yep. So I do want to do something first because this is an inspection. I don't think we have time to do the official party or whatever the fuck and then regiment ready for inspection. So what we're gonna do, sending my NCOs to, as we go along the divisions, we're just gonna check on uniforms and tell people what they gotta fix, because we are gonna be representing our own division in the main inspection. This is basically preparation for that. So, first we'll start with these guys. You guys have already been, I'm pretty sure, vetted. But my NCOs, please just look through these. Make sure they're fine. Try not to fuck with the formation too much. Use shift lock to like walk sideways. About hair, I know a lot of you guys are confused about it. Hair regulation really only exists when it covers your ribbon. So if it's like way too fucking large and it just clips into the ribbons, that's technically not allowed. But apart from that, you can wear basically whatever hair you want. The color, it can be fucking Miku blue, it doesn't really matter. Pick one gender? Wow, bro, I thought we were inclusive in this group. Taros? It's fucked up, dude. Anyways, everyone at 3NSB look good. Yeah, it's called Modern Fashion, buddy. NCOs, let's take a look at 3D quickly. Then we'll just move on to 5 minutes so. Sorry. Actually, like, we did the formation really fucking quick, genuinely. Very nice, very nice. For how long it took, also, what the fuck is up with your. Oh, never mind. Like, formation was very quick for the noob group. So I'm very glad you guys got it right. There were a few corrections that needed to be made. That was very quick. But you guys responded really well. So pat yourself on the back with that. Kind of skimming these, but you guys look fine. Your top is wrong, by the way. You got to get the one with the little necktie thing, not the whole tie. A parrot. It's the same thing. It's just says female on it. The two sets have to be complete. But it's looking good. Because that hair's fine. The hair's fine. Okay, awesome. So only bought the female at first. Yeah. Parrot. I think the only comment is like parrot. You gotta buy the other top. That's fine. You guys look fine. It always looks good. 808. I'd get the black beret if you can afford it. It looks really cool. And you're gonna be a bit more homogenous with you guys. Okay. That should be it with the whole inspection. With the inspection part, actually. The F mean formal? Okay. Are those the old pants, actually? Or what? Any new ones? Okay. We gotta hire more no mics and 2390 actually. Be like a second in command. Anyways, 1 second, Tix. So for the main point, I think, of this inspection, apart from gloating at our victory over Surge, which was probably the first time we've snatched a victory at those ratios on a proper clan map. And it was you guys that did it, so, keep that in mind. Pat yourself on the back for that. Like, we have not won on a proper clan map in so fucking long. Last night, at a random Friday night, we just fucking obliterated Surge. Don't use this as a way to get cocky, but use it as a way to acknowledge that we can murder people really well if we put our mind to it. Anyways, now for the important part that I actually do want to get out of the way in this inspection. So with 5NSO, we have been working on a subunit for 3ND, similar to 3NSB, but not so similar. It will be called the Ranger Program or Reconnaissance Program. It is basically just a way for us to get people to a more competitive level. So if you want to play, if you want to get better at TPS, or you want to play TPS in general, you just want to take the game a bit more seriously, or want to just play a bit more competitively, you'll have the Ranger Program for that. It's not going to be like tryouts or whatever the fuck. It's just going to be a few entrance requirements that are purely aim training and are not very hard. I did them myself last night. They are probably really easy to do. And this will be basically a training program, technically. So the point of it is to get a lot of you guys just better at the video game, to get an actual more competitive fighting force, so we can go to these clan maps, so we can have more fair raids that are 1-to-1 numbers, and have more 1-to-1 raids in our maps, which is something incredibly important that people have asked for and that we kind of can't really deliver. So the Rangers will help with that. The Rangers will also have access to, being prioritized in raids. So if you don't want to get like subbed out of raids, just, you can join the Raiders and you'll have basically a reserve spot for each one. And it's genuinely built so you can get better at the game. And you can genuinely just be more comp, I guess. Now, I don't know if you have mic crazy, but please get up here because you're going to be you were the main person just to coordinate this. So please get up here, crazy. Say a few words if you want. I can invite you up here or you can just say in Roblox chat, however you want. Okay. So Crazy Master has been the main person here helping me. I'm ready to speak.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So the Ranger program is, as Dude said, is intended to train those who are interested in a more competitive environment to eventually get to that level. It is. I want everyone to understand this is not a pathway to get into 5 NSO. I'm gonna just put that out. This is not a pathway to get into 5 NSO. What this is intended for is to give you the tools and the resources and the knowledge to train on your own time and to get better. It is a program that is going to be run by a mix of 3&D and 5NSO volunteers. If you want to participate in this program, you will be fighting alongside 5NSO a lot to understand basically the mentality and the, I guess you can say, sacrifice that we do to get better as we do raids and other stuff. It's easy. It just takes a lot of self-discipline and dedication to get better at the game. If you have any questions, you can DM me. I'll have my
be set
DMs
up
on.
hopefully by the end of the weekend. Like fully set up so we have requirements. And is there going to be quota? No. It's mostly just you have to make multiple it'll be phases, so you got to pass each one to get your proper ranger qualification, which I think we will have something for your formals if you do get it, either a ribbon or like a little badge like they have for pathfinders and I think airborne dumplings and shit like that. Just gonna look at it with Mythos myself. However, it's literally just if you want to play the game in a bit more of like a comp way, like with 5NSO or doing better in 3&D. This will of course entail being able to go to the more exclusive rates that will be in even numbers in either in our maps or in outside maps. So yeah, Pravetan, I'm gonna get that. That has to be sorted out with Mythos personally, which is the main hurdle with this stuff. Anyways, we have that on the way. Apart from that, will the program be a draft or an application? You will do an application. It's not that selective. You just have to meet the requirements, which are rather easy. It's basically just all aim training. Also, go back to your little line. Crazy. I'm going to take a few screenshots, then we're going to dismiss. But the important thing here is that we have a big inspection with the entire group on May 31st next week. And I want y'all to properly represent. Good at aim or just participating in aim training. It's going to be, from what I recall, it's a few aim trainers that you have to get a certain point or time margin at. The only one that's would be more of a requirement is maybe zombie aim challenge where you have to survive, but the time requirement on that is pretty low. I haven't played that game in like over a year. I logged on once and like got really almost twice the requirements. So it's not gonna be much, but it is intended for you guys to basically just learn to play the video game. In general, just learn to do grand shit. Yeah, it's just a baseline level of aim, which you can build just through like the requirements, meeting the requirements. So Apart from that, we do have the inspection on 31st, which I do want y'all to rep 3&D at, as you have been today. Because I do genuinely think you guys are comp. You guys are good at what you do. Full main 3&D, yeah, you'll be used to it most maps. It's just that when you have to limit numbers, rangers will be most likely prioritized like in almost every single scenario. Almost every scenario, I mean. Almost every case, what was I saying? In almost every case, rangers will be prioritized. Apart from that, we're going to take a few pictures and we're going to dismiss in a second. So I'm going to mute everybody and I'm going to take a few screenshots. The main inspection is at like 12 or something like that. Okay, dope. Take screenshots of your own if you want, now that nobody is speaking. Take the opportunity. I know that all the flags look like they're from Ukraine, but we're not Ukrainian. Put this in media showcase.
Okay.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Okay. Because I want to get off as soon as possible and go to sleep because I'm cooked right now. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and say thank all of you for showing up. Obviously, good inspection, good day. All of you can like go fuck off now, bro. You guys are dismissed. You guys can go do whatever you want. I'm going straight to sleep. I swear, I'm done. All right, thanks, guys.
Holy shit, okay. Oh yeah, also we have to work tomorrow. It's probably good at that. We're gonna do a training for Sarek later.